So here's the retirement planner from Calculator. So actually meron ako nito sa ano. I have this in my app and I paid for it. Kasi parang 300 pesos lang siya. And, it has given me a lot really, especially since I'm teaching, diba? But I'd like to feature it now because today is Wealth Wednesdays. Ayan. So, ito yung retirement plan. I'd just like to show how important this is. So, look at this. No? Let's say this is in pesos. No? Kasi wala naman siya. So, it's in pesos. So, imagine if you are doing a monthly saving of 1,000 pesos, which is what I did starting when I was 19 years old. When I started working. So, di ba, if you start early and save regularly, 1,000 to a monthly savings, the annual rate of return, so 7%. Now, of course, this is not the case. If you calculate it using the bank's rate, kung savings lang, so let me show you how it looks. Parang 0.25 lang, baka nga even lower than that. And then your retirement age is 65. So if you calculate it, look at that. You only have 504,000. Even if you started at 25 years old, this is what you get at age 65. At 1,000. So, well, of course, mababa naman kasi. No? So, there's a good explanation for this. No? Mababa yung binigay mo monthly of 1,000. And then, 1.25% lang yung annual return. Imagine, guys, this is annual return. This is what the bank pays us. Eh, samantalang ang depreciation of money, so inflation, read as inflation. Inflation is at what? 5% or 6% annually. So, wala talaga, hindi ka mabubuhay nun. So, actually, you're putting money in the bank for it to use your money, tapos papahiram nila yan at higher interest rate. So, they're the ones really being benefited upon. So, that's why Kiyosaki said, don't go to the bank, be the bank. Okay? So, dapat ikaw nagtitake charge ng yung wealth. Okay? So, let's just say on an average return of the market. No? Kasi ngayon, ang average return ng market natin really, if you look at it long term, nasa 11 to 12% annually. Yes, even though isak tayo ngayon, long term wise, it's returning us actually on nung time ng after ng 2008 talagang malaki yung annual return niya, no? But since 1987, yun yung ating return annually. Even though hindi ka nagpa-participate in the up and down of the market, the fluctuation, you don't go in and out, just leaving it there, ganun siya kalaki. Of course, kung nag-subscribe ka sa mga mutual funds like I do, for example, mutual funds, average return, lalo na pag technology stocks like last year, returned massively for me. So, you can easily return 15% on the average for all your portfolio. Basta you choose it wisely. Ako, I use equity funds, all out, plus index funds. And of course, yung personal kong ginagawa is balance funds. So let's just say, for the purpose of showing, let's just say you return only 10%. So at 10%, only 1,000 monthly, retirement age at 65. So you get 6 million by the time you reach 65. If you save at earlier, at 25. If you start saving at 25, you get 6 million. If you start saving at 30 years old, imagine, like 5-year difference. Look at the difference already, no? Ang difference niya 2.6 million. Samantalang 5 years later ka lang, no? So, but if you save 10 years later, then ang nawala sa'yo 4 million. If you save 15 years later, ang nawala sa'yo 5 million. So that is why am I saying this? This is just barely 1,000 pesos a month. Okay, so you start early and save regularly because by the time you reach 65, you'll have a lot of money. So, of course, my students usually say, Sir, ang tagal naman ng hintay. 25, 65, 40 years ka naghihintay. 6 million lang. I always say, sige nga, umikot nga kayo dyan. Maglakad nga kayo dyan. And let's try to find out if you can find somebody. You meet 100 people on the streets. Ask them if they have 6 million retirement. Ask them right now if they have 6 million in the bank, cash. Diba? My point is, diba, the reason why you're saying it, kasi nga, yung nga walang long-term view si Filipinos eh. They don't save, you know, they save not for the long term. They only save to spend it later. Parang nag-save ka from January, February, March, April, then pagdating ng December, you just buy a new phone, right? You just buy a new gadget. Mac. Okay, somebody is doing this, right? So, di ba? So, for the purpose of calculation, let's just put the monthly saving. Kasi 1,000 ang liit na yan eh. Di ba? If you're earning 15,000, liit na ng 15,000, saka you will not stay at 15,000. So, let's say you're earning, let's say 15,000. And, syempre, you don't have, you don't have a family, single ka pa naman yan at that time. So, you can easily save 2,000 a month, no? 1,000 per payday, di ba? So, of course, ang reasoning dyan, paano pag nag-asawa ka na? Tataas yun, tataas din ang sweldo mo, tataas ang yung expenses, but still, ang importante, nakakapag-save ka ng ganito, this much. And, meron akong i-share sa susunod na linggo, how you beat that, by following inflation. But anyway, at this point, look at this, 2,000 monthly saving, if you calculate it, it becomes now 12 million. Diba? Kanina, 1,000. Sa bagay, baka nagdoble lang. Yeah. Math major ba? Yan. So, it becomes 12 million at 2,000. Diba? Samantala, nakakabayad ka nga ng magkano? 1,799 for the iPhone. Diba? Tapos nagka-cash out ka pa ng magkano. Diba? Nakakabayad ka nga ng 3,500 just to get the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Diba? Why can't you save 2,000 and then get 12 million by the time you retire? A lot of people gets loco playing lotto when in reality, you would just save money for the rainy day. Diba? So, eto a 10% annual return rate lang. What if you make it at 12%? So, let's look at the 2% difference it would make. No? Pag, naging okay yung pagpili mo. Of course, yan tayo pupunta later. Pag pumili ka ng magandang pagpili ng stocks, okay? O kaya mutual funds, and you spend, you save it wisely, you invest wisely. Look at the numbers, 12 million, 7.5, it becomes 23 million. Yung 12 million, so that means by a mere difference of 2% annual rate, then your investment shoots up by 11 million by the time you reach 65 years old at 2,000 pesos. Imagine that.